Hi guys, so we are going to be wrapping up our unit on our solar system. The past few weeks we've been learning about the solar system, the planets in it, the sun, and how it's the center of our solar system, how the planets orbit around the sun on their orbitals and how gravity holds them together, and etc. So to wrap up our unit, we will be doing a solar system scope research project. Okay, I want to go over the directions of the project with you just because I want to make sure there are no confusions. So when you get to your direction page, it says, read the directions very carefully. You are an astronomer on a mission to collect some important information about the solar system. Complete the planets grid table below by exploring the website below. Some information has already been filled in on your table. However, there are several missing pieces of information on your table. It is your job to drag and drop the information you find on the website about each planet to the correct place on the table below. Watch this entire video before you start the activity, then follow the steps below. Okay, so I want to go over a few things first. Okay, first off, this is the table that they're referring to. This is your planets grid. So we have a list of our planets on the top along with their pictures. On the left hand side, the leftmost column, we have our categories of what we are trying to find, of the information that we're trying to fill in on our planet's grid. So first off, our equatorial diameter. We're trying to find the diameter of the planet, so how big it is essentially. The mean distance from the sun. For simple purposes, we're just going to call this the distance from the sun. So how far is it or how close is it from the sun? The rotation period, how long it takes the planet to make one full rotation. The solar orbit period, solar we know means sun, and orbit, how long it takes it to follow that pathway around the sun. So solar orbit period. Surface temperature, how hot is it, how cold is it essentially. Planet facts and structure facts. So I'm going to go over those, how to fill in this table in this video. But that is the information you are finding, okay? All these little boxes that have dotted lines, that is the information you are going to be filling in, okay? So let's go back to our directions, and it says, go to www.solarsystemstemscope.com. So when I click that, it's going to take me to this page, okay? I'm going to be toggling back and forth. Number 2, it says click Start Online Model and give the software a few minutes to download. So when I click Start, it's going to take a couple minutes for it to download. If this is your first time downloading, then it might take a little bit longer, but just be patient and it will load. Okay, so it is still loading, it's starting up. Once it starts up, you will hear a sound like that, and it says, welcome to our solar system. So what this is an interactive model of our solar system. Okay, I can use the mouse to look around at different parts of the solar system. Okay, you can see we have our asteroid belt right over here. We have some constellations in the background. Constellations are just groups of stars that form patterns. We have some over here, some down here. And then we have our planets, and we have our sun, which is at the center of our solar system. So you can take a few minutes and explore the site and see what the different buttons do, but make sure you go back to the directions for the actual activity. Okay, so for the directions, it says double click on a planet of your choice. Example, click on Earth. So I'm going to click Earth. You'll notice when I click on Earth, this little button here that says Earth Explorer pops up. You're going to click Earth Explorer. Once you're on Earth Explorer, we have this little menu choice pop-up, okay? Once we're on there, we're going to click Visit. and watch what happens when we click visit. We are traveling through our solar system and we have reached Earth. Once we reach Earth, we can look around and we can see the constellations that are around there. We can see different components of Earth's physical features, etc. Okay, but for the activity, what we need to click is going to be Encyclopedia. So once you're on Encyclopedia, our directions say, step 7, use the arrows in the text box to navigate through and find the information you need to fill in the first 6 boxes of your table. Okay, so we can see for Earth, we need to fill in these first 6 boxes of our table for Earth. Okay, we need to get the equatorial diameter. So if I look here, we have some information here. Our equatorial diameter, it says it's 12,756 kilometers. That's how big Earth is. So I'm going to go back over here and I have a ton of different options down here when I scroll down. And we said it was 12,756 kilometers. That is right here. So I'm going to click it, hold it, drag it, and drop it. Okay. Next thing, the distance from the sun. They already told us that's 150 million kilometers from Earth. So I don't, or from the sun, better said. So I don't need to find that component. But what I am missing, I'm missing another box here. I see a dotted line. I know that's missing information. I'm missing the rotation period. So I'm going to go back to my STEM scope and the rotation period right over here. I see it. I found it. It says rotation period. It takes 23 hours and 56 minutes for Earth to rotate once. So I'll go back here. 23 hours, found it, 56 minutes. Make sure you're dragging it in the right spot. Okay, solar orbit period. How long does it take Earth to go around the sun once? Okay, we should know this by heart, but if we look at our chart, it says solar orbit period, it takes 1 year for the sun, the Earth to go around the sun. So I'll come down and I'm looking for 1 year. Here it is, and I'll drag and drop that. Okay, make sure you're dragging it in the right spot. Okay, planet facts. It says, read the paragraphs in the encyclopedia to find these answers. Okay, so if you scroll down, you'll see there are some paragraphs here. Okay, this is all information about the Earth. You're going to read through that, and then you'll have to find the planet fact. You'll see I started them all with, it says planet fact at the beginning. You'll have to find the planet fact that matches that planet's information that you found on this page. So I'm just going to pretend I read it really fast because I've already read it. And I know that based on my reading, the planet fact for Earth is that 71% of the surface is saltwater oceans, 30% is land masses, and to add to this, the tilt in the axis is what causes the seasons throughout the year. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that and drag that to our planet fact for Earth. Okay? If you're confused on what you put there, you can just hold it and drag it and it'll show you what you put there. Okay? And I'll just drop it again. Okay? And structure fact. This is the only one that is a little tricky. Okay? So if we go back to our information or directions, it says, to find information for the 7th box, click the back arrow, then click structure and read the paragraphs to examine the picture to find one fact that is true about the planet structure. So we're not going to find any information about the structure here. Well, not necessarily the structure, the information we want. So we need to click the back arrow and we have this button that says structure. When we click that, we'll see we have some new information. Okay, read through this information, examine the picture, see what type of information they're giving you there, and then you're going to go back to your list of options. Remember, structure facts, they all start off with structure fact. I've started them all with that. So once you look at that information, you should be able to figure out which one is a structure fact. So I've already read the information. I know that the structure fact that matches the information on this page for Earth matches this one. Okay, structure fact. This planet has 4 different structural layers: crust, mantle, outer core, and inner core. Okay, that matches the information for Earth. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop that under Earth. Okay, you're going to do the same thing for all the other planets and the sun. Okay, how you change the planet to go to a different planet or to go to a different celestial object. You're going to click back and you'll see this little thing that says switch planet. When you click switch planet, you'll see they have a list of different options for you. Okay, I would recommend going through them in order, so I would probably do our star first, the sun, and see what information they give you. Double check that it's correct, and then go through and fill in the blanks. Okay, so I would do the sun, and it is going to then take me to the sun. And again, you go to encyclopedia, you'll gather your information there first, read the paragraphs to find the fact, and then go back, and you'll go back to structure and do it that way to find your structure fact. Okay. Another way you can do it would be to go to solar system, and then you can just click on the given planet. If I click on Jupiter, then I can click explore Jupiter and it'll take me there once I click visit. Okay, so we're traveling through the solar system, and again we're there, and we would just repeat the same steps. Okay, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Good luck. Make sure to double check all your answers before you submit. Make sure that you didn't drag and drop something in the wrong spot before you submit. Okay? Have a good day, guys. Bye.